Okay, chat. There's actually a reason why I wanted to use this wall specifically. For what I'm about to do. We are going to go into... Bring up my Papa avatar. We are going to go into DnD Story Time. Here we go. Time for DnD Story chat. Unfortunately, this avatar doesn't have the good shadowing. So yeah. So you're not gonna be able to see we have amazing shadows while I'm in this avatar. But it's fine. That's fine. It's better this way, that way I can have the nice fire in the background. Oh, we do D&D story time, and I won't look like I'm shrouded in darkness the entire time. Need 2 Naga medullas. What a disaster. Uh-oh. Oh, good luck, Kaku. Someone's looking awesome. Oh, hello, Dr. Haas. Welcome. I'm a little worried that the flickering light is a little bit too distracting though. What do you guys think? Is the flickering of the light a little bit too distracting or no? Oh, if I go over here then it's a lot less harsh. Seems a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'll step over here so that you guys have it a little bit better. What's the name of the wall? The name of this wall is Finnish Summer College. Finnish as in Finland. Yeah, Finnish Summer Cottage. Time for Reikis. What? Really? Were you specifically waiting for Reikis? Okay, dab! And now, I guess Reikis? I'm not sure. It was a good thing that some of you like getting raked, but oh, yeah, here's some steppies with harpy feet. Step. See this sharp claws? It's gonna scratch you. Step. Stomp. You like this? Is that what you want? There you go. There you go. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so guys, time for D&D story time. We managed to play D&D. Oh wait, hang on. I want to turn this on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, managed to play D&D over the weekend. And this last weekend, so everyone. For anyone that doesn't know, this avatar is sort of like a representation of my D&D character. A full harpy with wings, feather hair. This is supposed to be a breastplate, but it's fine. It's fine. You don't gotta worry about it. And raptor legs. And this is essentially what my harpy wears most of the time. Although more recently, because it's starting to get into autumn time and it's getting cold, and my harpy is wearing a little puffer jacket. So yeah, I haven't created a puffer jacket version of this avatar yet, which I know I went over this last time, but it's gonna be a multiple day project in order for me to do that, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. This avatar is similarly very slapdash. You can see that my legs don't really look alright, but Can Kycelia pen the legs into locations? Yeah. Kycelia is DT. I think it's DTG grade, was it? Is that the proper term for it? I think that's the proper term for it. DGTG grade or something. Sometimes RP wears nothing. Well, I mean, yeah, technically I gotta take this off sometime, to sleep, but just because I do doesn't mean that, doesn't mean that, I mean, just because I can, doesn't mean I can for a stream because, even though this is a male harpy with a dick, Twitch would probably be like, two holes are bad! So, yeah, I gotta be nice to Twitch Kun and make sure I keep a top on even though I'm a male. This is a male avatar. I have a dick. I'm wearing stuff for the dick. I don't have titties. I can. Wow, I should be able to take this off, but no. Twitch is like ban, or at least Twitch might be banned. Too wholesome, yeah, too wholesome. Oh no, that's too much too wholesome. Ban. So yeah. DGT great. Yeah. That's Kaisila. Raptor legs and so chat. When last we left off, chat, our party had accepted a quest. The quest, I'll summarize the quest briefing for you. The quest was that our party was to set off from the city, heading west towards the capital, and our objective was to locate a missing tax caravan, a tax wagon, basically. A tax wagon had been ambushed on the way to the capital by Drakes. And the governor of the town hired us to, via direct contract, to head out and try to retrieve the tax money for them. Once we track down the tax money and retrieve it, we can either travel back to the town that we came from in order to deliver the tax money so that they can try to send it out again, or we can opt to escort the deliver the tax ourselves directly to the capital. It's entirely up to us which way we go after we retrieve the taxes. Oh yeah. The reward for this quest is we keep I can't remember the exact percentage. I think it was either 10 or 20%. They told us that we are able to keep a certain percentage of the tax money that we're able to retrieve up until we've managed to retrieve all of it. And anything else we retrieve from the den of the Drakes, who presumably would have other things in there that they've been hoarding, we'll get to keep those as well. Those are all for us. So yeah, that is our quest. Our party didn't set off immediately after receiving the quest because our party was going through some downtime. Our wizard was in the middle of crafting a very special item for me, a amulet of mighty fist, which is supposed to improve my combat capabilities. I'm a harpy, and like all harpies, I use unarmed melee combat. Because I mean, can you? How am I supposed to use weapons? I have no hands. I can't use melee weapons, so I use unarmed combat. I'm a barbarian dragon shaman harpy. So yeah. And one thing I should mention. But I almost forgot, chat. We now have artwork of the entire group. One of the players, Ganon, got together and commissioned artwork of the entire group. I think I can show this, right? Hang on. Is this Twitch safe? Yes, yes, this is Twitch safe. Yes, this is Twitch safe. We're close here, so yes. Yes, we're fine. This is fine. It's Twitch safe. You guys want to see artwork of the entire party? So, I mean, I know that you guys know what my character mostly looks like, but you haven't seen what anyone else looks like, so I'll show you guys the artwork of the party. The artwork has been posted on my Discord, but for anyone who hasn't seen the artwork on my Discord, I'm gonna put on the artwork for you guys. Give me a second. Also, I need to do something. Give me a second. I need to. Let me see. What do I? Stop that for now. I'm looking. I'm trying to think. What RPG have I played? That's very good town music. I think of a good town music. I know. Gotta set the tone, right? Since this DnD time. Let's see. Some of you might recognize this theme. This is really, really old. I wonder if anyone will recognize this theme. Perfect. Good for DnD Adventure Story Time. Also, although technically, as soon as I change this, you guys are gonna know where this is from. Okay, before I turn on my browser, can anyone recognize this theme? Let me know if it's too soft, chat. Nicely. You use whips and bondage like Happy Lady in Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, like I said, no hands. I can't really use weapons. Best I can do is hold things in my feet. So yeah. At least when it comes to using them as weapons, I can kind of like grasp things between my like wings and stuff a little bit, but fine manipulation is kind of out of the question. Okay, anyone, can you guys recognize this at all? Anyone having feels like this is something familiar at all? I'm just curious. Does anyone know where this theme is from? Anyone? Or even feels like they've heard it before? Somewhere. Anyone? Does no one know this theme at all? Really? See, sounds like a nursery rhyme this stuff, but I can't really pin it down. It's a very old JRPG. A very, very old JRPG. A cult classic. Alright, well. Doesn't seem like anyone's able to get it, so that's it. So we got into castle theme. Well, specifically, the first castle theme. There are multiple castle themes, and so we got into, and this is the first one that you get. And the castle is still small, and there isn't that many people in there yet. So yeah. Never played outside the Hi-Fi. It's really, really good. Highly recommend it. It's just such a good game, so yeah. I'm gonna use the second theme. For now, at least. But yeah, so this is the party, chat. This artwork of the entire party. So now you know not only what I look like, but what the entire party looks like. 5 players. This is fine, right? For Twitch, right? There's nothing that's too risk about this, right? I'm sure it's fine, right? It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Right? Chat? Is it gonna be fall? I'm sure it's fine, right? This is not gonna be fall, right? So I need to mess with the setting real quick. There we go. Wait, hang on. Why is that not? Oh, it's because wait, what? Why? Why isn't that doing anything? What the fuck? Background color, select color. Yeah, black. Why? What? What the fuck? Why is nothing working? Hang on a second, chat. I'm trying to color transform. Yeah, the color is there, but why isn't it? Why is there no background opacity at all? I need to. Oh wow, I need to increase the opacity by a ton in order for it to. Oh, okay, no, it's okay. If my avatar's allowed, I should picture. There's, it's debatable because I do know people who have been banned for showcasing artwork. It's not nude artwork, mind you, but people have been banned anyway. This all VHS streamer Zigneon, who's I believe been rebranding recently. Zigneon once showcased bikini artwork, and it's basically his character in bikini, and he got banned for it. So yeah, that's why it's debatable. I'm assuming it's fine because there's nothing sexual about this. So yeah, should be fine, right? This isn't sexual at all. Nothing sexual. This is just the party posing together. So chat. The tall one over there is this one, our party druid. You can see me over there. That other guy over there with the face paint. That's Bill, our scary as fuck halfling. The artwork kind of made Bill a little bit taller than I imagine, because Bill is technically shorter, much shorter. Bill should only be like this tall relative to me, but the artist kind of took some liberties and made Bill taller, but oh well. But in any case, his outfit is correct. That's Bill. Down here we have Lily, the tiefling wizard, who's also a character, who is isekai from the land of Marais, the world of Marais, where a lot of interesting things happen. Let's just put it that way, involving demons and corruption of champions. Yes, sir. That's our halfling with. That's our tiefling wizard. And last but not least, the person who looks like an elf but is not an elf. She's actually human with elven heritage, and somehow has wings, but she doesn't actually have wings. It's complicated. It's complicated. This is our bimbo cleric. she's supposed to be chaste and very pure, you know, a good priestess of whatever the fuck a goddess is. I keep forgetting the name of a goddess. A goddess is a minor elven deity. Technically exists within D&D, but I forget her name. But yeah, that's all bimbo cleric who, the reason why her clothes have that, or specifically why her coverings are, you know, why her coverings look so flimsy is because her holy symbol involves you know whenever clerics in D&D, the way their magic work is that they have to present their holy symbol, just basically be a like holy symbol, and magic appears on the holy symbol, kind of like Dark Souls or Elden Ring in a way, in some way. But yeah, so clerics in D&D also have to present their holy symbol, and in our cleric's case, the holy symbol are attached to a certain very specific body part of her, and she has to reveal, you know, her holy symbol. So the reason why she's wearing that is so that she can easily, you know, just be like, holy symbol. You get what I mean, right, Chad? Yeah, it's right. You know what I mean, right? She has certain things attached to certain parts of her, and yeah. Stood on something for the shot. You would think that, I mean, you could say Bill stood on something for the shot, but to be honest, his proportions don't match the fact that, don't match the interpretation. Bill's waist would have to be where his chest is, basically, in order for him to be standing on something, or at least where his abs are. So yeah, it's fine though. Artist interpretation and all that. Treasure's done. Wish you could have transparency. Yeah, but oh well. Gotta make do with what we have, right? Really nice to have your party, yeah. Ganon, the player for our Tiefling Wizard, was the one who suggested it and got us together and organized the entire thing. And everyone paid a share, and we eventually got the army. So, yeah. And there's technically a not safe for work version that I can't show on stream because that will definitely get me banned. So you guys will have to make do with just our appropriately dressed versions. Yeah, although I have heard something about that might be changing soon, but we'll talk about that later. For now, we're in DnD Story Time, so yeah. You love pure characters because they're fun to come. I know, right? Those are the best kinds of characters to curl. Slowly, but surely. Also, Bill Lancer, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Ascendant Cafe. Hope you enjoyed it. Welcome. That's a fun idea. Yeah, I know, right? Our cleric having a certain type of holy symbol. Clerics basically have spell focuses, well, before 4th and 5th edition gave the necklace. That was a necklace next to the canyon with cleavage. No, it's not. It's not a necklace. Our cleric's holy symbol is definitely not a necklace. Hello, one who's artificial cute. Yes, I'm artificial. Finally, someone gets it. I keep telling people that I'm fake because, like, I try to point out that like it's in my name, right? My name says artificial, means I'm fake. I'm a faker, but people keep saying like you're cute, you're cute, you're cute. I was like, no, I'm fake. Gonna go make lunch? Oh, okay. Good luck making lunch. But yeah, this is our D&D party. Our D&D party was like I mentioned in the middle of downtime right now. Trying to make preparations before we head out. Our quest giver was like, "That's fine. The party can head out in 2 days. That's totally fine." The quest doesn't have a strict time, like emergency time restriction. And we also have a NPC following us, an NPC named Balls in Your Face. Cute little armadillo NPC. Although technically, it's a bit weird because the NPC, like the original NPC artwork for the armadillo race showed them to be extremely hideous, but on the other hand, the icon that was used for our D&D campaign made the NPC look really, really adorable. But oh well. In my head canon, the little armadillo man NPC is really adorable. Where can you see the massive one? It's on my Discord. It's all in Discord not safe for work section. So yeah. But yeah, 2 days went by, mostly without incident. This technically relates back to another like sort of like loose plot thread, but during the 2 days, my character went into the Adventurers Guild, inquiring about a certain farmer's family, whom appears to have gone missing. As far as we suspect they might have gone missing, but we don't really know what happened. Basically, what happened a couple of sessions ago, I'll just reiterate briefly what this farmer's family has in relation to us. We had accepted a quest for a farmer's family to investigate why they suddenly had a zombie cow on their property, and it turned out that the family's daughter had some innate capabilities to revive undead. We don't know how she was doing it. It was some kind of innate skill that she had. And after we had figured that out, and kind of like convinced the farmer that he should probably send his daughter to a mage academy or some such, because but she's a danger to people right now. She's reanimating cows. She reanimated like 10 undead chickens and attacked me at one point. She reanimated a dead snake, and the undead snake tried to eat our halfling Bill. So yeah, we had convinced the head of the family that he should probably, have the Mages Academy look at her, because otherwise things might go wrong in the future. But we came here and figured out what was causing the problem, and we decided to leave things peacefully with regards to the daughter. But the next time this happens, who knows what the next adventuring party would do, so the farmer promised that he was going to take the daughter into the city to see like the governor, and maybe from there see about maybe getting her daughter looked at by the maid, just see if she has any magical aptitude, things like that. So that was at least 3 weeks ago. And since then, we have not heard or seen from the family since. We even checked in on their house, and their house, the farming estate, looked like it had been abandoned for at least a week, if not 2 weeks. So we were a little bit worried. I had inquired in the Adventures Guild, and the Adventures Guild mentioned that just before, just slightly longer than 2 weeks prior, the family had come by the town to try and moved on, heading towards the capital. And since then, they haven't returned. We have no idea what's going on with the family, but unfortunately right now, we don't have any information with regards to their family. So unfortunately, we have to leave things be. The stream title, I hope they aren't dreaming of you. Oh, I don't know. I mean, hellhounds. Hellhounds get hungry, right? you gotta be careful, because you never know when a pack of like 15 hellhounds might descend upon your adventuring party and can eat out all your adorable sheepgirls and party members. Anyway, Kitty's adventure party breeds him. Well, I mean, during the downtime, I kinda ate our tiefling's sausage. Let's just put it that way. Yes, delicious tiefling meat. Really nice and creamy. And I have done stuff with our druid over here, and technically I haven't done anything to the halfling, although I have pimped the halfling in addition to myself once. When the halfling and I got drunk and shit-faced, I ended up pimping the halfling and myself to a pair of sailors. And so yeah, even though I didn't actually do anything to the halfling, I was there with the halfling, you know, taking some servicing some friends. Let's just put it that way. I was responsible for being sodomized a few times. Only a few times? So to say it's way more than a few times by now. You heard somewhere that halflings are compatible with all species. Really? I didn't know that. But oh well. Yep. So our party had completed our preparations. I passed along news that the farmer's family had not been seen for at least a couple of weeks. So yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it for now. And once preparations are complete, we set off. We had Animal Pink Official. Please make sure to follow. Welcome to the Ascendant Cafe. Hope you enjoy time. Yeah, welcome. So our party set off, driving our 2 wagons. We know that the tax wagon, the tax convoy, only contained 1 wagon, so 1 wagon would probably be enough to carry all of the tax treasure back, assuming we find it all. Although we were thinking that most likely there'll be more treasures we want to bring back, so we decided to bring both our wagons. Although we decided to leave our cart behind because we didn't think we needed to have the cart. You know how many babies I can hold? What, who, me? Or halflings. I don't know about halflings. How much should DJing and plays you might not need a female male fairy. I mean, yeah, it depends. It depends. Yeah, depends on what's going on. Have I had Ixley in you yet? Not yet. Not yet. I mean, we are going to go trying to attack a bunch of drakes, so yeah, who knows what's gonna happen. But in any case, so moving on. Our party set off on adventures. Riding our wagons. Although, I actually need to look for... this is a town music. We need to look for some kind of adventure music. On the road music. Let me think. We need on the road music. How about... Ooh, I know. Final Fantasy Tactics map theme. World map. Is this the one that Oh yeah. Oh, this is bringing back so much memories. Oh, I remember playing this way back when. But okay, so we are Hyrule Field theme from OOT. Nintendo is very copyright crazy, so yeah. I don't want to risk playing Nintendo themes, so yeah, it's fine. Final Fantasy though? Final Fantasy is fine. Kitty is showing their taste in PSX games today. Really? How could you tell? But yeah, we're journeying westward, heading on the trail of the lost tax wagon. Our guide is following us, sitting in our wagon. He would point out where the attack location is once we get close to it, so we don't have to worry too much about keeping our eyes peeled for the wagon specifically. We just had to, be wary of things along the way. So we're traveling along the road, the main road, heading in the direction of the capital. Of course, flying up in the air, keeping my eyes peeled for anything of note. Unfortunately, I'm blind. I'm notoriously bad at spotting anything, so I'm a scout who can't spot anything. Cue what happens next. Our party came across, well, the wagon specifically. We're riding along the road, and suddenly I think a few of our party members noticed something. We were traveling across the countryside, passing by farmsteads, things like that. And then they saw a bunch of cows grazing, just in a fenced-off area off the road. Looks like of some kind of farmer's homestead. And what they saw was one cow standing apart from the herd, who had a few birds standing on his back, vultures specifically, eating at the cow's flesh. And the cow was kind of like chewing on grass and whatever the cow was eating was kind of like spilling out, an open gaping wound on his stomach, and the party was like, that's not normal. What's going on? That the zombie cow, another one. This kind of harkens back to our one of the first quests we did, where there was a girl who was reanimating farm animals. But this is strange because the girl, as far as we know, was supposed to have gone to the capital to try to get tested, get tested, enter the Mage's Academy, probably things like that. And her family's farm was to the east, not the west. So this zombie cow was strange. The party was like, this is really weird. Are zombie cows a thing around here? This is definitely not natural. So they climbed over the fence. A few of them had some difficulties getting over the fence, but they stumbled over the fence eventually. And at first the wizard, our tiefling wizard, for anyone who doesn't know, our tiefling wizard has, let's just say that she doesn't have any sense of self-preservation at all. So she was like, I walk up to the zombie cow, and then the party was like, you're walking up to the zombie cow alone ahead of all the tanks again. And she was like, oh wait, no. Oh, actually, hey, Bill, would you like to go check out the zombie cow? And Bill's like, okay. I couldn't volunteer because I was still like a short distance away, flying high in the sky, because I didn't see the zombie cow. So, but I did notice that the party's kind of stopped, so I was flying back. just flying, just gliding in the air, soaring, just flying and making my way back to the party, leisurely flying. And Bill was like, hey cow, hi. And then the instant Bill got close enough to the cow was like, moo. And then the zombie cow charged Bill, and then Bill was like, sidestep the zombie cow, and directly behind Bill was the wizard. And I can't remember if the wizard ate shit. No, I think she was able to barely avoid getting run over by the zombie cow. Thankfully, but yeah, she was able to avoid it. Not to mention, the zombie cow was so well actually made. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, the wizard was able to avoid getting run over by the cow, but unfortunately, because the cow was so rotting that it's basically like basically stench everywhere. And then instead of being run over, even though the wizard was able to avoid being run over, the wizard immediately went blah, 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 blah. You guys ever see that scene from South Park? Hang on, let me show what I'm talking about. South Park. South Park. Chuck E. Cheese. You guys know this. Never meant to cause you anything. That's basically what happened to our wizard. Literally, what happened to our wizard. She was like, oh god, zombie cow. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. And ultimately, I arrived just in time to be like, zombie cow, and then I believe the main person who took out the cow was Bill. Bill basically, because Bill is our resident zombie killer essentially. Bill's the only one who's aside from our cleric, Bill is the best person to deal with zombies. So Bill just walked up to the cow and started helicopter spinning with his Darth Maul sword, and the cow's legs were gone essentially, and he took out the cow very easily. That was me first time you were drunk. Minus the guitar lol. I'm assuming minus the furry helmet as well. I nearly just want to help by being a baboon scent. Guilty got really lucky and well, yeah. Our poor Drew was like, no, not gonna do up, except in baboon noise. Yeah. Basically, our wizard was too busy going, and Bill had to take out the cow, but it's fine, There's just one zombie cow. To be honest, a single zombie cow isn't a danger to the party. We'll probably have to intentionally let the zombie cow kill us and just lay down and do nothing. Then maybe the zombie cow could kill us, but after a long ass while. But yeah, Bill took out the zombie cow, and then we were like, okay, so another zombie cow. This is definitely not good. We're gonna have to go and try to see what's wrong. You know, why is there more zombie cows in the middle of nowhere where there shouldn't be zombie cows? So we rode up to the farming stead that was taking care of the cows. Farmer spoke with a southern drawl. Yeah. So you mean to tell me that I can't do the farmer drawl accent, but essentially, like, you mean to tell me you trespassed in my farm and killed one of my cows? You're like, yeah, I mean, we couldn't really just leave a zombie cow in wandering on your farm, and she's like, well, I'm slightly concerned about it. I guess I should. I should thank you for taking care of the problem. Don't go the pineapple son. Chatsworth. Sorry, not Chatsworth. Devonshire. Don't worry, Chatsworth's fine. Devonshire? Chatsworth? I feel like that's a reference I should know, but I don't get it. Sorry, I don't get the reference. To be fair, say it was already dead. It was just... we just redid it. Yeah, we killed it again. Pretty much. The farmer was however nice enough to give us a reward of some cheese and milk. So yeah, I think he gave us like a roll of cheese and milk for us helping take care of the cow farm. Although we didn't leave that farm immediately. We wanted to do a cursory check of the other cows in the farm. It's a massive dairy farm with over 100 cows, and he was like, it's gonna take us an all day to check the herd, make sure there's no other zombies. And our part is like, yeah, we can't stick around for that long. But at the very least, I flew around to see if I noticed any other zombie cows specifically, and I I can't tell if there wasn't anything to spot or if because I was blind but I didn't see anything. I did find a couple of cows, you know, separate from the herd, and I flew in close to check on them, make sure there's nothing wrong with them, and nothing wrong with them. Then I flew off to check more cows, and I think I spent about 2 hours flying around serving the cows, and apparently, as far as I could see, there were no other zombie cows, but there was no other way to. There was no way for me to be sure, to be honest, because all I did was a cursory check. But the farmer did say that he would get his kids to bring the cows in, make sure to check every cow, see if there's anything wrong with them, and if there's any problems, we told him to, you know, make sure to put in order with the adventure skill. The adventure skill should be able to deal with it, so yeah. Pablo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Ascendant Cafe. Hope you enjoy your time here. Welcome. Hope you don't mind I call you Pablo. Welcome to DnD Story Time, for anyone who's just coming in. We're in the middle of DnD Story Time. This is the artwork of the party that we just had commissioned. And yeah, So, after accepting our reward of cheese and milk, our party set off to continue our journey heading towards the capital. Keeping our eyes peeled for the abandoned tax wagon. At night. Let's see. Should I change music for this? Because thinking about it now, it feels like this song loops a little bit too quickly. I need to look for another song. Let's see here. How's about? Tales of Vespera. The cold morning star passes by. Is this the map theme? Yeah. This is the map theme. Okay. So, eventually we came to nighttime and our party decided to settle in for the night. We made camp by the side of the road and started. We had dinner. Our good tiefling wizard made some stew for us, and we also with some meat, some spices, whatever spices we could collect and have with us, and it was a nice comfy dinner on the side of the road where our parties decided to camp for the night. Although something happened. We were... Hang on, fucking... You know, I should probably create a playlist of like all RPG songs I could use, because I'm switching between a lot of songs right now. Let me think. What song could be good for this? I'm just gonna look for creepy theme right now because my mind is tired.
Di luar kulit
Ah, God
kepala
damn it.
anda mungkin
Fucking
terdedah
advertisement.
bakteria yang tidak kelihatan.
God, shit, get the fuck out of here. I don't need you. God damn it. Fuck off. Fucking. Fucking. Oh wow, it's not like you guys can understand what the hell is going on in
Shoulders
this.
profesional
Anyway.
baru terbukti secara klinikal berkesan terhadap klaim Momo yang
Oh
teruk.
god, why is it so loud? Okay, so something happened at night. Yeah. Our party was in the middle of eating, figuring out who was going to be on watch. Stuff like that. And then suddenly something happened. On my watch. I noticed something off out in the distance. Some lights were buzzing around our horses. And our wizard had cast a spell called Lemon's Tiny Hat, where basically it creates sort of like a protective dome around us where we can sleep in. Nothing can see into the dome, but we can see out of it. And I was like, why are there lights flying over our horses? It doesn't seem normal. Doesn't even look like flies either. Got a closer look and okay, they're definitely too large to be fireflies. So I was like, I think I better wake someone up. So I went to wake up the wizard. I woke up the wizard. I was like, wizard, hey, Lily, I need you to. There's something buzzing. Lily, our tiefling wizard. I was like, there's something buzzing around our horses. Could you look at it for me? And it was like, what? Oh, okay. So she got up and walked over to the edge of our magical tiny hut and peered out into the darkness at me, and she saw the floating lights above the horse heads, and she could tell what those lights were. Apparently, they were just a bunch of pixies. So, yeah, just pixies. Technically, nothing bad about them. Pixies are supposed to be tricksters and stuff, but there's nothing. They won't do anything bad to you if you don't annoy them. And apparently, pixies like sweets, specifically honey. So, the wizard thought, we should probably just leave them alone. But at the same time, they are tricksters. We would want to be nice to them. So, the wizard kind of like stuck her head out of our force field dome, which was our tiny house. Like, if we have sweets in here, and the tiny lights were like, imagine the tiny lights being like, oh, and flutter away back off into the forest. She was like, oh well. I still want to leave out some food for them, so our wizard got a collection of like, I think she left out a slice of cheese and some drink for the pixies if they came back. And we're like, and she told me just leave them alone. They'll be fine. They won't do anything harm us mostly. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'll just keep an eye on them. Throughout the rest of my watch, I was like glancing back at the horses to make sure nothing weird happened to them, or if I noticed the pixies coming back. Just keeping trying to keep my eyes peeled and stuff. And I also informed the next person on watch that to expect maybe pixies in the form of flying lights flying on the horse heads. But in the end, they didn't seem like they came back. But when we got to the morning, when we were prepping to depart, we went to check the horses. We were having breakfast, things like that. We saw horses had little braids in their manes. So yeah. Was a little bowl of sugar and a little bowl of milk. I can't remember exact details, but she left a treat all for them. And in the end of the day, unfortunately, the pixies didn't come back. But our little armadillo friend decided to eat the sugar treats and milk covered with ants. And he was like, oh, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, our armadillo friend is technically mute, but he holds up a sign to communicate, and he was like, ants make it better. So yeah, he was eating the cheese and stuff. In case, that was that one night done, of travel done. Just as we were done with breakfast, we were preparing to pack up our camp. We were just about ready to depart, and then suddenly the weather turned. Suddenly, hailstorm! And we were like, shit. Hailstorm? Like golf ball and baseball size hail, ice and stuff started raining down on us. We were like, fuck, we can't travel in this, and we don't want to be hit by these giant balls of ice while we're traveling. And I was like, there's no in hell I'm flying when there's hail dropping all over. And also we were a bit worried about the horses getting beamed in their head by falling hails and stuff. So yeah, we decided to, technically we decided to squeeze the horses into our tiny hut spell, because the tiny hut spell protects against some weather and from the elements to a certain degree, and hail is something that the tiny hut can deal with. It was a little tight squeeze because we had 6 of us and 5 horses in our hut, but at the end of the day, we were able to get them in, and it wasn't comfortable, but at the end of the day, we weren't too bothered about, trying to be comfortable in the tiny hut. We just wanted to wait out the hailstorm. And yeah. Eventually, after 2 hours, or just under 2 hours, the hailstorm started to subside, and we were able to be like, okay, looks like the weather is clearing up. We think we can leave the magical hut and start actually journeying towards our quest objective again. Fun little side thing happened between Armadillo Man, Monk, and Lily the Wizard. He dug for a nice big fat juicy grub on the dirt for a snack, and he got one for Lily too. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when the exchange happened, but it did happen at some point during our trip during the day. But in any case, party packed up and set off to continue our journey. Once again, our journey was actually even more uneventful. We didn't see any zombie cows. I was flying overhead, nothing happened. Eventually, it became nighttime again, and our party had to camp for the night. The distance to the capital from the town we were at was 7 days travel, so it will be a couple of days before we will be able to track down the tax wagon. Still, I think it was when he let a step stool over him to get out of the barn. Barb cow wire closure. I can't remember exactly what prompted the exchange, but yeah. Let's see. Yes, our party camped, settled into camp for the night, but unfortunately, something happened on this night again, and this time it was a little bit less friendly than our first night encounter. Well, multiple things happened. While we were settling down, having dinner, preparing for watch, and stuff like that, we suddenly noticed some shooting stars in the sky. Multiple shooting stars that were getting bigger. And suddenly a bunch of lights were streaking across the sky. And it looked like it was impacting an area somewhere north of us, a couple of miles north of us. And we were like, what the fuck? What the hell was that? And our wizard was able to figure out what it was. It was a spell of meteor swarm. Casted twice. And we don't know how exactly the spell meteor swarm was casted twice. Either two people were casting meteor swarm at the same time, or a single person was somehow using like time stop magic and stuff like that to have two meteor swarm spells cast at the same time. And for anyone who doesn't know, meteor swarm is I believe a character level 13 or 15 spell. We are level 6. And just keep in mind that level 20 is essentially god level. Yes, you're essentially so powerful that you're on the level of gods. And you can start defeating gods as well. So yeah, we are like, okay, someone in the north, couple of miles to the north, just casted meteor swarm. Even there's no way that our party could get there in time to, see what's going on or get involved in it. And even if it would happen close enough for us to get involved, we can't do anything against something that is able to cast two meteor swarms at the same time. And not only that, the meteor swarm impacted a region when we checked the map. We checked our maps and we figured out that the meteor swarm impacted a region that was known to be the territory of a green dragon. So either the green dragon can cast meteor swarm, or someone who thinks to take out the dragon casted meteor swarm. Either way, we do not want to be involved in whatever the hell is going on up there to the north. Unfortunately, it was too late for us to really move, because even though it took place several miles to the north, our wizard was a little bit worried about the possibility of whoever did that would come across us, because our party was camping just a couple miles south, but it was already nighttime. We couldn't really move. It's dangerous to travel at night. So you're like, we're just gonna have to camp where we are and hope that whoever did that doesn't come in our direction. The good news is, even though we do have a campfire going, our magical camp, the tiny hut, blocks light from exiting out of it, so wherever anybody coming our way would not be able to see our campfire. They'll have to make out our camp location based off of our carts and horses, who are shrouded in darkness technically because they don't have campfire going. They're just sleeping while just in, while just sleeping and stuff. So yeah, we decided to just risk camping out at that location for the night. We saw a mage taking out either spellcaster was taking on a dragon, or the dragon was taking on something that required meteor swarm. Either way, whoever was casting meteor swarm, we do not want to deal with them. Right now, they are way overpowered for us. They could probably take out our party in one shot. Basically, that's how powerful whoever did that was. So yeah, we just decided to stick put and camp for the night. Oops, hang on. Need to reduce the volume a little bit because it's a little bit too loud. Right, so that was the first event for the night, even before we had actually gone to bed and started our watch. Probably an omen of things to come, to be honest, because I believe our first watch happened and went by without incident. Second watch, our halfling Bill was on watch, and Bill, when he was on guard duty, he suddenly heard something. He heard what sounded like, off in the distance, wolves howling, and they were getting closer. In fact, there were a lot of wolves howling, and they were definitely getting closer. So he peered out into the darkness and saw that there were definitely wolves coming straight for us, and it looked like they were going for the horses. So our horses, who were outside our magical tent, so our halfling was like, shit, I have to protect the horses. So he stepped out of the magical camp that was blocking line of sight to him and tried to intimidate the wolves. He basically let out the loudest growl he could, trying to sound as intimidating as possible. Unfortunately, he wasn't intimidating enough for the wolves. And also, once he stepped out, he saw that there were a lot of wolves. Something like 13 or 15 wolves coming at him. And he was like, oh god, that is a lot of wolves. But the good news is, his great big howl woke up the entire party, and then we commenced battle. So, you see, I need some battle music. There's actually really good metal music I'm thinking of in my head right now, but I can't remember, so I'm just going to put on, let's see, is this it? Yes, this will do. So we were dealing with a bunch of wolves attacking the party. Not only that, it turned out that, oh, what the fuck, hang on, why is my, fucking hell, hang on, sorry about that. Not only were there 13 of them, it turned out that what Bill had were not wolves. They weren't wolves. They were hellhounds. Yeah, everyone, wants to know what hellhounds are like. I wonder if I can find the image I'm looking for. There's a very specific hellhound image I'm looking for. Let me just bring this over here. Let me see. There's a very specific hellhound image I'm looking for. Go here and go here and go here. Let me see here. Let me see. A very specific hellhound image. Let me see. Oh god damn it, how far back was this? Okay, I need to double check to make sure I'm not showing anything that's too wholesome for Twitch because I'm a little bit worried. So stand by, chat. Stand by. I'm gonna show you what I looking for as soon as I confirm that this is not too wholesome for Twitch. Let me see. Okay, that cannot be shown on Twitch. How about that? That definitely cannot be shown on Twitch. How about that? That cannot be shown on Twitch either. Fuck! Damn it! Damn it! Why do you take? Why do you do this? Why? How about this? How about this? How about this? Please tell me this can be shown on Twitch. I could have sworn that there was a version of these that's TOS friendly. Okay. This is TOS friendly. So, although unfortunately it's the image is rotated. Hang on. Let me open this real quick and change the orientation of the image because otherwise this image is rotated to the side and it's not good. So let me change the orientation of the image. There we go. Right. Now let me there we go. Open. There we go. Okay. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know what hellhounds are, this is it. Hey Joe, nice to meet you. Joe Mama. Hey, hello Joe Mama, welcome. Tongue is leaking. Kitty is leaking something like. No, I'm not. I'm not. Doesn't look like I'm in here. So yeah, we fought a bunch of hellhounds. Basically, 13 hellhounds. Attacking our party and horses and. But the good news is, chat. The good news is, even though this was an ambush and we were basically like, emergency! Everyone get up, protect the horses! We have to make sure the horses are safe. And we were like, okay, let's go. Battle time. And we basically got up and engaged the hellhounds. The good news is, chat, the good news is that since we hadn't battled at all for the entire day, it meant that we could enter the battle with all of our abilities. None of the spells we use, none of our uh uh any daily powers and stuff like that were used at all, so we basically battle lines were met. The hellhounds reached us and we stepped out to meet the hellhounds in battle. Bill, myself, our armadillo NPC who was also a tank, went up to form a front line. Our druid shapeshifted into I believe a bear? No, a cougar. And flanked around the side to try to get to the horses and protect them, along with his pet dire rat. Yes, our wizard has a... no, our druid has a pet dire rat. Don't ask why, but that he has a dire rat pet. Our cleric and our wizard in the back line started casting every single massive buff they had. You finished your lunch? You got here to see someone who's smoking hot. What? What do you mean? That one's a good red boy. He's a bigger wolf now. Yeah, pretty much. We have the druid's dire rat is basically as big as a wolf. So imagine a rat that is dire and it's big as a wolf. Yeah. If you really, I like to imagine that he looks like a very scary capybara. Capybaras are adorable. Yeah, I like to. That's my image for our little dire rat pet. Yeah, our wizard and cleric casted every single buff they had, and they had a ton of buffs. They buffed our strength, they buffed our defense, they buffed our strength again. The wizard increased my size, so I was suddenly a large harpy, towering over these hellhounds. And the battle was really, really bloody. Let's just put it that way. And by bloody I mean for the hellhounds, not for us. Our halfling Bill. He's a very interesting fighter. Our halfling. He is a strength-based 2 weapon fighting halfling with Great Cleave, mind you. Great Cleave basically means that he has the ability to, like, attack, and if he kills someone, his attack just goes straight through. So, what ended up happening was slash, fuck, didn't take our wolf, and we were like, it's fine. We'll set you up for more damage. Next turn, then you can start doing your thing. I went out there and breathed ice. Use ice breath on some wolves. Buffs were going out. The druid, this one, and the dire rat had made it around to the flank where the horses were. The horses retreated behind him, so this one and the rat stopped the hellhounds in the tracks from chasing after the horses. Thereby protecting them. Next turn came around, a halfling basically went attack, kill a hellhound, cleave, attack another hellhound, attack multiple times, hellhound died, cleave, attack another hellhound, hellhound died, cleave, attack. Is basically in a single turn, which is a single motion. Our halfling killed, I think, 3 hellhounds essentially by by attacking them multiple times. He basically kept going. He was on a chain. He chained his attacks from one hellhound to the next, killing them all. In my case, I used my largest size, thanks to all of us, and extra strength to let's see what happened. I took these talons, these sharp talons, and raked at one hellhound, and basically one hellhound went down. Just rake, smash, rake. One hellhound went down. Next hellhound, rake, smash, and but then I realized that the second hellhound I was attacking was still alive, and I was on my last attack. So I was like, okay, you know what? Last attack. Instead of just attack, I tried to trip the hellhound. The hellhound fell flat on his back, followed up and did a spinning, like drop. No, snap. Was it? No, it's not a drop kick. It's a snap kick down on the hellhound. Still alive? Okay, grab the hellhound and crush his chest in, basically. Crush, grab it, crush, and finally, hellhound died. Okay, next one. Actually, right, yeah, axe kick, that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah. Basically, my form of chaining attacks is to chain a trip into an axe kick, and then chain the axe kick into a grab that crushes the whoever I grab. So yeah, axe kick. You learn when you're doing my shots. Technically, I learned it as well. It's just I've completely forgot what his name is. Yeah. So second hellhound did, and then I turned to look at another hellhound, and meanwhile on the other side, Druid and Dirac were cleaning house, dealing with the I think they fought 3 hellhounds, took out like all 3 of them, I believe. No, wait, no, took out one of them and injured the second one. Druid was in cougar form, basically pounced on a hellhound and mauled it with claws and teeth, while the direct also got it on the mauling with claws and teeth. By the time we were done, I think. Oh, by the way, our NPC Armadillo man also held his own. He didn't do much damage, but he was basically a big tank. I think by the time we were done, I can't remember how many hellhounds there were, but there were like 13 or 15 hellhounds. By the time we were done with one turn, they were down to I think 6 hellhounds, and then hellhounds were like, ruh-roh. We destroyed them basically. But the hellhounds are silly. They didn't run away. So yeah, we next time came around, Bill did what he does and continued helicopter spinning his 2 double-bladed sword around, took out the remaining hellhound in front of him, and the hellhound that was one of the hellhounds that was in front of the Armadillo man. I took out the remaining hellhounds I was punching. Let's see. This one and that one took out their hellhounds as well, and then finally there was only one hellhound remaining, and and it was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go now," and started running away. And we were like, "Oh no, you don't, bitch!" we I think the last hellhound went down to Bill. The final hellhound went down to Bill. Bill is not only a accomplished frontline fighter and tank, he's also an accomplished slinger. So he got out his favorite sling and slingshot and fired bullets. Basically, when Bill fires them, they're essentially bullets. Fired 2 bullets at the hellhound and nailed him right up his ass. And with that, the party emerged victorious. Great victory! Da 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 da. Hoping with your back. I'm sorry. Yeah, the hellhounds attacked us. I know that, some hellhounds can be nice, but unfortunately, these hellhounds did not look, well, weren't nice to us. They were mean. They tried to eat our horses. We had to protect our horses. So yeah, I'm sorry. Don't worry. Maybe next time, maybe the next hellhounds we meet will be nicer. I believe you could get 8 attacks if everything lined up properly. Something like that. Something crazy, yeah. We were stacking a whole bunch of attacks on top of each other. Chain attacks. Pretty much. Let's see. By the time we were done, the only injuries we sustained were Bill. Bill took a couple of bites and claws from the hellhounds because he was the first one out, so the hellhounds were pounced on him. Actually, no, the hellhounds didn't pounce on him, they breathed fire on him. I completely forgot. Yeah, the hellhounds breathed fire, but Bill, being the amazing halfling tank that he is, tanked all of the fire breathing and claw attacks that went his way. He wasn't even reduced to less than half health, so yeah. We healed him up. One of our horses also, I think, took a bite attack from one of the hellhounds, so we made sure to our amazing Clark made sure to heal up Bill and the horse, and make sure everything is hunky-dory, and with the successful battle, our DnD session drew to a close. So yeah, an exciting battle in her house, although I suppose it would be more apt to call it a massacre. The hellhounds attacked us and we destroyed them. Like they didn't stand a chance at all. We popped all of our most powerful abilities and just annihilated them. It was really one-sided, but it was fun. Really, it's okay. I don't attack hellhounds on sight. I only attack hellhounds when they threaten to attack me and or eat my horses. So yeah, don't try to eat our party's horses and we'll be hunky-dory. You're more than welcome to bite me in bed though. I wish you could die from being like those hellhounds are lucky. It was I guess to each their own. This isn't the first time party is running to hellhounds. One occurred before your character joined the party. Something this one bring up to the goal when we convene next Saturday. Yeah. This isn't the first time we encountered a hellhound. We encountered one hellhound, I believe, once, or a small group of hellhounds. If it wasn't one, it was like maybe just maximum 3 hellhounds. We've encountered a hellhound before. And we don't know where they came from, or at least we aren't exactly sure where they came from. We think that maybe the girl from the farmer's girl might have summoned the hellhounds, but we aren't entirely sure.
There's no way for us to know. Unfortunately. Because
We were like, wait. The farmer said that the girl summoned the hellhounds. We were like, wait, what? Okay. Reanimating corpses and summoning hellhounds are an entirely different thing. That's an entirely different
level of power and stuff, so
we don't know if what's going on. If someone else summoned the hellhounds, or if there's a rift open that's allowing hellhounds in.
you know what's going on. Unfortunately, we're too far from town to report the sighting right now, so
And we're still on our quest, so we're gonna have to continue our quest and report the hellhound encounter once we get back to town. The Adventurers Guild and the town would need to know that there's a hellhound thing going on.
eventually. But
Unfortunately, there's no way for us to get a message out. Even if I were to fly back to town, it'll take me days to get there and back to the
party, so yeah.
And if I were to do that, the party would be missing its front line barbarian, dragon, shaman, harpies.
So yeah. So you try to need your horses? You're making me there?
Oh, well,
Ideally, you wouldn't eat the horses.
also technically, since you'll be on your own,
We might do something else to you instead, because it'll be very easy for the party or even me to subdue a single combatant.
spell allows the isekai type of summoning that brought the characters listening. Sideways in the use a cost barrier between planes to species.
No idea.
No idea. For anyone who doesn't know, yes, technically of the entire party,
Every single character in the party is isekai summoned from a different world.
this one was an amorphous jellyfish floating in the abyss. Our wizard was summoned from
Mary, where the corruption of champions is commonplace.
cleric is from what sounds like a very somewhat generic-ish D&D plane. It's just not the current plane we're in. We don't know where Bill's from.
Bill hasn't mentioned anything about where he's from.
I am from a world that can best be described as a combination of
Monster Hunter and Alice off. So yeah,
and our entire party was summoned to
this isekai world.
by a cat girl who used a summoning spell.
And the legends say that that summoning spell only works when
A great calamity is soon to befall the land. Exactly what the great calamity is, we have no idea what it is. We don't have a clue. The only thing we know is that it's not natural. It won't be a natural calamity like some tsunami or some volcano exploding. It's caused by some sort of malevolence or the action by some entity
we just don't know what.
or force or faction or whatever.
Yeah, we just don't know what the calamity is yet.
Could be anything, to be honest. So that is a mystery that we're gonna have to solve as our adventure continues.
By any case,
With the successful battle, our session draws to a close, and we will continue our
adventure next week. Let me put it back to more normal so you guys can actually see what I've got going on. I mean,
I have a fireplace behind me.
he.
You know what, chat? I'm not sure why, but for some reason I suddenly feel like I'm starving.
What time is it now?
Unfortunately, it's still too early for me to get food, but I could eat some snacks. Maybe I'll eat some snacks later while we're
Waiting for
switching over to desktop. Oh yeah, you know what I could do, chat? You know what I could do?
chat. I could eat some snacks.
I could prepare some instant noodles, eat some biscuits. That could be good. What do you guys think?
Instant noodles and biscuits as snacks. He.
Oh yeah. With that, we're done with DnD Story Time. For anyone who doesn't know, DnD, we play DnD every Saturday. It's not we don't stream it on Twitch.
It's something that's hosted on my Discord.
It's just a couple of us friends getting together to play D&D. Don't expect any good production values and things like that.
But
We have fun, you know.
we fuck around.
Have fun in our own isekai adventure. And Castitatis, one of the players, and I do show our perspectives. So if anyone wants to come and listen in on us goofing around and playing,
You're more than welcome to join us.
hosted on my Discord. It's not streamed or recorded anywhere.
Mhm.